Ronnie, mute your mic there for me, brother.
Yes.
The Dude and Debo is based on true events. Only the facts have been changed.
Mary Jane, Mary Jane, Mary Jane, oh, talking about that sticky icky, no, no, no. Weed, cannabis flower. Yo, El Deuterino.
Yo, Debo. I could use a little bit of that cannabis flower this morning.
I had to when it was coming to me and how I was going to put the song together for today. I was like, I just put them in order. How I heard their name, and now depends on who you talk to. It depends on who who you're getting at, and you're gonna get a different name. Just all around, just no matter what it is. But anyways, we'll get to the top subject of the day for just a minute. What's up with you, brother?
Man, I'm hurting today, but I'm powering through. Had a good weekend, and now I'm paying for it.
You say you're hurting today, powering through. I heard that you were trying to act half your age, which means you
True
got
story.
into most clubs. Were you able to get alcohol?
Oh, I was able to get plenty of alcohol.
Okay. I mean, half your age. I don't know if you were 21 or not. There you go.
No, half my age I was not 21,
See?
but I was still able to get plenty of alcohol.
Okay. So it's not a problem for you. So, I mean, is there anything you can tell? Is there legal ramifications of the story that you may not can get into? Or is this a maskless story that you can go ahead and unfold for today?
I mean, I've spoken to my lawyer, and as long as I tell the story as if it happened to someone else,
It's fine.
then I can legally say it.
Okay, that sounds good.
So if you'd like me to tell you how my friend Flo
Yes.
Montana's weekend
Flo
was?
Montana. I like this guy already.
Yeah.
Flo Montana. The lawyer cat's ready, prepared to go forward. Okay, absolutely. Flo Montana, give it to me.
Flo Montana, as the story goes, I'm hearing it secondhand.
Right, of course.
Flo Montana had some friends in town, and those friends were celebrating a birthday party, and those friends like to, air quotes, party. And
Air quotes. That was your hand. That was your hands going up in the air and doing the finger thing. They like to quote
doing
unquote
the finger thing.
Yeah. Okay. Party. Okay. I understand.
Party.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right.
Okay.
In the Rick James sense.
Okay.
So we had a little bit of Rick James, a little bit of, well, and when I say we, I mean the royal we, Flo Montana and his friends.
Okay, of course. I mean, well, you had heard the story from Flo himself, so go ahead.
I'm trying to tell the story from his perspective.
It makes sense to me legally.
So they had some of the Rick James, some of the Mary Janes.
Okay.
And some of their friends. My understanding is that Molly made an appearance. She's a nice lady.
Holy, I like that chick. Wait, hold on. She was there? She's always a good time.
For most of Saturday night. And there was also a little bit of, I believe they had some pizza with some mushrooms on top. Was my understanding is that was served for dinner, as the story goes.
So when you were using those quotation marks of partying,
it was a weekend that Hunter Thompson would be proud of.
All right. So let's just I like better the quotation marks. It was a party. I like that better. I mean, you served up a whole lot of meal there, but I understand it was a party. All right.
Yeah, it was a party. We made some pool party. The royal we made some pool party appearances. Made a strip club appearance.
Was there? You used the royal a lot. Was there someone that was famously royal there? Because using this royal we for some reason, I'm still trying to understand where we're at with this.
Well, you know that I'm a fan of the movie The Big Lebowski.
I am.
And when he is talking to the people who stole the ringer from Walter, the bag of money, he doesn't want them to know that there's someone else with him. So he accidentally says "we," and they call him on it. "We, who else is there with you?" And the
The
royal.
royal.
we."
I understand where we were at with the
So
royal. Thank
anytime
you.
I accidentally say "we,"
Uh-huh.
I just default to that.
I understand. There was I knew there was a reason. I just wasn't one. Okay, there we go. Royal we're still talking about my man. It's a good party. Where did not you, because I understand you have a hangover, but you weren't there.
No,
Where-
it's just drinking the legal alcohol.
Of course.
Very legal.
of course,
alcohol.
I understand. Where did it go? How did the party progress?
Well, as they tell it, Flo Montana showed up on Saturday, met them at the pool. They were staying at one of the nicer hotels on the Strip, and at that point, they immediately started handing Flo Montana some alcohol,
Wow.
which is completely legal
Right, completely.
because he is of age.
Right.
And they had a pool party,
Uh-huh.
and then they had some dinner. Some pizza was served at that dinner with some enjoyable toppings.
Still feeling 40 here. Go ahead. Feels nice.
And then that progressed to some gambling, some
Okay.
club at the hotel, and then later on in the evening, well after midnight, long after I had.
That's what happens
gone
when
to
you're
bed.
recording live in the gambling arena.
Was it the same gambling
That's-
arena?
It was similar.
Okay.
It was down the street from that gambling.
Okay,
arena.
I just want to make sure.
And then eventually, as Flo Montana tells it, they got into a limo, and the limo dropped them off at a place of business where women dance for money.
I understand. I know this place.
And there was some bottle service.
Very nice.
As I understand it.
Okay.
And they returned back to the hotel around 6 a.m.
Oh.
Could not sleep because of some.
I bet Molly was keeping him up. I bet Molly was in the room
Maybe
just
they
going
had
like,
a
"Hey
drink
guys,
or
what's up?"
two. Yeah, I don't know. Molly is not much of a sleeper. She's
No, that chick can dance. Woo!
So she wanted to go to the pool.
I understand.
So a little bit of that, and then that bled into Sunday, which at that point
You're not even
you gotta
done?
Make a decision. Well, at that point, you have to make a decision. Am I going to deal with the effects now,
No, you didn't.
or am I going to put this off as long as I can?
I'm assuming.
So-
I'm assuming you went for 88 miles per hour.
Well, no, I didn't. I went home. Well, before this happened. But Flo Montana decided to keep the party.
Oh,
going.
did he? Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
88 miles per hour.
Woo.
And
Woo.
so. But I
Man.
decided I wasn't involved in any of that. But
Right.
I did drink a little bit too
Okay,
much,
I
so that's
understand.
why I'm a little hungover today.
Well, you know what, dude? I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you made it. I hope that G heard some of your story. He probably will be like, "You fine? You're just fine. Don't even worry about it. Take an Advil. You'll be just fine." But we got a special guest coming on the show today. I'm not going to tell you about my weekend because it
Special guest.
Yeah, special guest. I will tell you about my weekend. It did nothing. I did absolutely nothing, and that's about all I did at all. I really didn't bring it on. But anyways, that was mine. I do want to bring somebody out. This is a personal friend. We had producer Erica. Do you remember Erica? She got pregnant during COVID. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I called her. She was like, "Hey man, I got a good producer credit for you. I want to bring out my man. We call him the Chief. He spent a week or so in California trying to figure out if weed was legal or not. He didn't care. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you the Chief Erotics, Ronnie, to the show. I'd like to welcome him on out. Ronnie?
Hello,
There he is.
from all the way from New Jersey.
From New Jersey.
There it is.
Yes,
Erotics.
Ronnie, we are going to be doing a show. Welcome on the show. Thanks for coming on. We're going to be doing a show today about the beginnings and the start of cannabis, of weed,
Yes.
of grass.
Mary Jane.
There you go. Okay. All right. Pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna be talking a little bit about that on the show today. All right. I want you to think of it more of a public service announcement for someone who's gonna come down the line. They're gonna listen to this. Okay. This show's not for today. It's for tomorrow. All right. I want you to think someone's gonna come down the line. They're gonna listen to someone they respect. Maybe that's you, Ronnie. Maybe it's G. Probably not Dude or me. Probably not. But I mean, this is what I'm saying. Someone's gonna come along later, and they're gonna need some 101 on the weed, man. And we're talking to maybe some veterans in the house, maybe some new people. You find out where you fit in, where you get in. But Ronnie, I really want to talk a little bit about, give some history about you in California. maybe a little of the experience that you got to have here, and what maybe we did to you back then. But we just want to get to know you for a minute,
I would
Ronnie.
like to
Go ahead, dude.
real quick before we let Ronnie jump in here.
There you go.
I would just like to preface by we are not encouraging anybody to partake in the weeds, in the Mary Janes, in the 420s, in the marijuanas, in the pots.
Right.
But if you choose on your own to do so, you may find this podcast episode informative.
There you go. Thank you for the disclaimer.
The Dude and Debo is based on true events. Only the facts have been changed.
Just making sure we're all covered by the legalities of YouTube. Wonderful.
Yeah. I had a long talk with my lawyer this week.
Okay, so Ronnie, let's get to know you a little bit. Tell us about your time here in California, brother.
Oh man, California has a special place in my heart. Traveled there a lot of times. Obviously before COVID. Definitely visited at least once a year or even twice. Definitely hang out with family, friends. I have like friends out there as well. Dwayne's out there, so I definitely got taken care of by him. Really fun. Definitely cannabis being legal there is the number one fun part.
Would you say cannabis is what you describe it as on the East Coast? Is that would be a word of choice? Would that be your word of choice? I want to ask personal, just you and your personal. If you're saying what's up to someone either your age group, older or younger, I really want to run the spectrum. What word do you come out with your guns flaring? What's your first word?
I think term-wise here in Jersey, I hear more people say bud.
Okay.
Yeah, or tree.
Okay.
I don't hear them say, oh, marijuana.
Tree?
Hey,
Did you say tree?
Tree, yeah.
Dude, have you ever been notified of the tree?
Yeah. That's especially if you're texting and you just want to send the tree emoji.
Yeah, tree emoji.
That's a good way to get around it. Not that I do drugs personally, but I hear.
There's a whole lot of disclaimer in your voice, dude. I just want to be honest with you. As your legal attorney, I just want to help you out here. It's like a whole lot of disclaimer in there. Okay, fine. So the tree, the bud, the two that's used. Can we get a what's the word? Original? No, that's not right. An older version of what may have been used as cannabis or weed in the past. What word would you say on the bus ride? The bus guy would say was probably a really good word for weed. Reefer. Okay.
Yeah.
As he comes.
Remember Reefer Madness?
No.
Movie Reefer Madness.
No.
Yeah.
No. What's that?
We'll get into it once we actually get into the convo,
Yeah.
unless you want me to give it to you.
No.
today, but I feel
that's
like
good. Okay, that's good. So we got reefer. We got I call it weed. What's that? That's the weed, but it sounds so. It tells everybody in the room what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like it's just when you say weed, everybody says oh. If you say bud, they'd be like, huh? You'd be like, huh? If you say tree, they'd be like, you're gonna go outside. This is code words. What are we doing here?
Does anybody say pot yet?
Yeah. Oh, but see, right now I hear the word pen a lot. That's the word. That's the code word in the street of the parents trying to be around the kids. Can I get your pen? And like, bet you ain't writing. So, I mean, what are you talking about? We're talking about a pen, and everybody knows what it is. But I think that's one of the codes.
Text me. What do you need a pen for? Just text it.
Text. Why you need? Why? You know what? I don't know why parents all needed pens all of a sudden, and not one of them had a pad. Everybody, was writing on hands or something. What were you doing? Just the code words for bud, and let's start right there, guys. If it's okay, let's jump into the word, especially on the East Coast. Okay. Why code words? Why don't we just, alcohol is called alcohol. We describe it as, vodka. We describe it as, whiskey, but it's all alcohol. Weed, bud, reefer, has so many names to hide the real meaning, to quiet the conversation around what it is you're doing. Cocaine's still called cocaine. Now there's like 10 names for coke or whatever, but it's not weed. Weed has so many hidden names for it. I had to go on Wikipedia and I was like, damn, that's a lot of names. But anyways, in the beginning, there is obviously there's a hush There's a calm. G, you can talk about what happened before, but I do want to start with Ronnie. Talk to me about your first weed experience. When someone first cracked the Ronnie case. When someone was like, "Yo, Ronnie, I got this stuff. I don't know, but it might be for you," and you were like, "Fuck that, I don't even know." Talk to me about that first weed time there, Ronnie.
Definitely embarrassing, but I wanna. It's really funny. So shout out to, oh man, my boys back in the day, even till now.
There you go.
So-
Didn't even say their name. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
Smart.
Yeah. He was like, I just want to shout out. You know who you are, okay? We've been boys forever and shit. You know that guy? Yeah, that's cool. I can do the same thing, Ronnie, and they would know exactly what I'm talking about.
Man.
So it's good. It's good. Go ahead.
I think it's it's junior year of high school,
There you go.
and it was the first time we ever copped, and we didn't know anything, so we definitely did a roll. We rolled the joint, and then after we rolled it, everyone says it, first time you've never felt it before. So then I suggested the idea because I've heard it before. Oh, let's smoke a bowl. I don't know what a bowl is.
Right. There you go. Yeah, but let's who's got the bowl? I got the bowl. Someone got an apple? I don't know. But who's got a bowl? Let's do a bowl. How do we do it? All right, guys, let's do a bowl. What the is a bowl? A bowl? A
What is a
bowl.
bowl?
Yeah. So how did you so what did you do? How'd you go? How'd you figure it out?
So we took an Altoids
Oh God.
canister.
Wait,
and
hold on.
just-
Wait, hold on. Altoids. Wait, isn't that like a packet? Hold on.
Yeah,
Mint.
you know the ones where you can share or
Oh, the silver, the little tin, the little like Altoids. Okay, this is horrible. Keep going.
And then, so we put the bud like inside of it, and
Uh-huh.
then just tried lighting it and smoking it at the same time.
Did you poke holes in there? How did you?
Not even. That's what I'm saying. First time experience. You don't even know what you're doing with a bowl.
With a
Man.
with a nice Altoids bowl.
That is a great rookie story.
I like
Like
it.
we didn't know what we were doing. We put it in a tin canister, we lit it on fire, and we tried to breathe it in.
We were trying to huff it.
When
We were
I'm-
trying to huff it, bro. Okay, and the huffer was there, and we were huffing and puffing. We couldn't huff it. Oh my goodness.
Ruined our Altoids can.
Yeah.
Oof.
Where were you when you did this? Were you in someone's room? Were you in a
Yeah,
car?
our
outside?
backyard, or like
Okay,
my homie's
good.
backyard.
Smart.
Like smart. Yeah, there's a lot of smart things done with weed for the first time, dude. Share with me one of your earlier weed experiences that someone else experienced weed for the first time in front of you, because I think that's probably where you're going to go with it.
No, I'm gonna give you mine.
You're gonna give me your
my
actual?
first experience.
Okay, I'll take it. Shit.
because I don't want Ronnie to feel bad about his. I will definitely make him feel better about his.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead.
So I was also in high school, and I was totally straight edge. I was convinced I was going to be a professional athlete at this point in my life.
That's right,
I
can't
was
do
not gonna
drugs.
touch anything. I don't just say no.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Dare me, mother.
And right, and this girl that I was interested in. smoked weed.
Perfect.
So we were hanging out one day, and she had a joint. She's like, just hit it, and peer pressuring me, and I did, and no big deal.
Look right here.
Like,
Look
I
right here.
didn't- I
Look
didn't
right here.
really-
Smoke right here. Smoke right here. Look right
Yeah.
here. Look right here. Smoke right here.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really, to use Bill Clinton's phrase, I didn't really inhale.
Okay. right.
I was just doing it to,
Yeah.
because she was pressuring me, and I was interested in her.
All right.
But then
Get
later,
off for the nookie.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
right.
what I
But then-
the whole
but then-
time I was like, where were you looking when you smoked? He was like, I was just looking right at her boobs. Uh-huh. Oh, I'll smoke this.
This is
Yeah,
the
no
whole
problem.
time.
Yeah, smoke it. Uh-huh. Those are wonderful. Mm-hmm. These are
Yeah.
great. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even inhaling. I'm talking the whole time. Those are great. Wonderful. What was your name? Yeah.
it's one of those where you just kind of hold it, and then you hope it burns enough that she thinks you did.
There you go. Nice.
But that's not the story I want to get to. So
Okay.
then later
Uh-huh.
of that same year,
Okay.
I noticed that my father, I think statute of limitations is passed by now. My father had a plant that he was growing
There you
in
go.
the backyard.
Oh, he's good. You know what? Technically, he
And
could do
I
4,
wasn't-
so it's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wasn't up on the difference between the buds and the leaves at this point in my weed experience.
Okay.
I didn't know you were supposed to smoke the buds.
Right.
I always pictured pot as the leaf.
For those of you who don't know,
Uh,
pot looks like a 5-leafed plant. right? Depicted
Yeah.
much in its life. The five, but did the bud that Ronnie calls it on there on the East Coast, that is what you smoke. That is what you peel off. And this is the one-on-one, dude. You got to break it down, okay? You can't just leave things open, all right?
So it's like if you're growing a tomato plant,
Correct.
you wouldn't pick the leaves that grow on the plant.
Correct.
You would wait for the tomatoes to bloom,
right.
ripen, and then you pick them off, and that's what you use. And marijuana plant is the same way. You wait for the buds to bloom,
Right.
and you pick them off, trim them down. That is the product that gives you the THC, which is what gives you the mental effect.
Thank you for the breakdown.
You're welcome. So I was not aware of this at that point in my life.
No, that's my phone. Sorry, go ahead.
And so I picked off a bunch of leaves,
Uh-huh.
and then I realized that the leaves were still a little too wet to smoke.
Okay.
So I put them in the microwave in my grandma's
Oh my
house.
God. Ronnie, are you listening? Are you listening to the grandma's house with the dry? Are you okay? All right. How do
So
you?
I put the
Yeah, me
leaves
too.
In the
All right.
microwave in my grandma's house. For 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is too long, and
Does a donut well.
Stunk up the entire house.
Oh yeah.
And then-
Oh god.
and then I tried to break them up. Now it's just like a crunchy leaf.
Oh.
So I broke it up, and we took a Coke can, and we poked some holes.
As
in
you
the
do.
Coke. You depress a thumbprint, and then we poked some holes where we depressed the thumbprint, and then you drop the crushed up dried microwave leaves on top of that.
the marijuana
and then
leaves.
You put your mouth out of the part where you drink out of,
Sound like a medicine man. Okay, keep going.
and then you light the crushed up actual leaves, the buds, and then we inhaled, and nothing happened.
I just wonder, anytime at this point of the show, are we actually going to talk about actually smoking weed? Because between you and Ronnie, I don't think anyone got high. I mean, wait a second.
Well, you have to graduate, right? You make your rookie mistakes,
Right.
as you do with anything where nobody's holding your hand and,
Yeah.
and giving you training on it.
Exactly. Unless you're me. Unless you're me.
Well, that's what I'm.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to get there. So
Okay.
you're getting the experience from people who farmed for themselves, and not you got the Jesus experience.
I really
where
did.
They
Not half
taught
bad.
you how to fish.
Yeah.
So you could feed yourself.
It was
from
very
that.
nice. It was very nice. You know what? So, dude, I'm gonna just tell you mine because you were there. Ronnie wasn't. It's not that horrible as the two of you, which was just. I'm really sad now on the inside. But anywho, I was at a pre. We call it B night, which is the best night. That's why it's B night. And we were at a B night for a wedding, and my buddy was getting married, and it was one of those moments where I said, you know what? I haven't smoked weed my whole life. I've had reasons for it, but I'm going to go ahead and make a turn for today because it's a special day, and we'll remember this day going forward. I made that mental decision.
Tonight is the night.
Not tonight is the night. Now is the moment. Not tonight is the night. Fuck tonight is the night. It was like now is the moment. Like we're here. Everybody's here. We're gonna do the peace pipe thing. Someone's gonna move up in the chain of command of life. And when are we gonna return to this table? My boys are here. There's a pipe going. I'll smoke the weed.
Time.
I'll smoke the weed. You got the weed? I'll smoke the weed. Debo's gonna smoke the weed. And so that happened, and so we're all smoking the weed. And then, just so you guys know, just my life, just how my little Gerald moment right there. The first time I smoked the weed, and then after that, I got swine flu. I'm just being honest. That's my bullshit.
Now I know whose wedding it was.
Yeah, exactly. So it was smoke the weed. Yeah, I did it. My girl's looking at me. What's wrong with you? I'm like, well, I smoked the weed. She's like, now you got swine flu, bitch. And then that happened. That happened.
What you get.
Dude, it
It's
was
the
just
warning.
real story. That was my real experience. Hey, it's swine flu. Which, by the way, I want to include myself in the circle of you two, which said I didn't get high. My reason for not getting high has nothing to do with the fact that it was leaves instead of cannabis. Has nothing to do with the fact that it was in an Altoids box in a room. I don't even know. I don't even know how you do that. But fine. Good for you guys. Good for you guys tried. Good for you. How did you get the weed if you couldn't? Fine. I don't want to get to there. We'll get to that later. So anyways, my experience was just trying to think, but I didn't get high. And I have a different reason for this. And I speak to people who have smoked weed for more than 2-3 times. You've been around people who, especially in this day and age, are trying weed. This is the thing today. Like yesterday you were saying no to weed, and today we're in a day of, hey, we're trying it. It's something new. Me and the wife. So we're in yeah, exactly. It's a different part.
So do you think more people are trying it now because it's legal? Because I'm of the opinion that if you were going to do it, you were going to do it anyway.
No, I mean, come on. Which country do you live in? No, of course.
I did it before it was legal.
That's okay. That's fine. Yeah. But you forget the impression that people are not going to do something because it's not legal, and now it is, and they go, oh, it's legal now.
I'm saying if you. Right. Are you saying that they're doing it now because it's legal? I'm
saying there's a large population that is finding their way to weed. Now, whether they were from the 60s and they're a little older and they had heard weed, talked about weed, done weed one time, whatever, okay, that was their thing, all right? Whether they're in their 30s and they lived a life and they said, oh, weed this way, weed that way, let's give it a shot now, okay? Or whether they're in their early 20s and they've been coming up with a culture their whole life where weed was completely bad. Wait, now it's legal. And so they have to flip the script in their mental mind. Like yesterday, the devil, today, Jesus, right? You have to flip it for them in their mind what they're going through. But I'm beyond the point. I'm talking about weed in the beginnings, and why we're in it, right? And why we're starting it, and what happens in the beginning. And back to my first experience, I didn't get high, and I wanted to really express on that. Do you believe that a lot of people's first experiences that they're not going to get high? That's just really a question I want to put to people that have smoked weed before. The first time you smoke weed, because you guys both told me the first time you smoked something. I don't know what you smoked. I don't know what it was you guys smoked. But the first time you actually got a hold of some marijuana and you inhaled, not inhaled, okay, for a chick, and you, right? Did you get high at that point, Ronnie?
The first time?
No. I mean, not the time that you couldn't figure out which end was weed. Okay, not that time. But the time that you figured out what a bowl was, because there was a time after that time, and then there was a time after the time. There was a time you finally went. That happened. Okay, that moment finally, hits your. When that happened? Did you get high?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me now, because see, I'm not talking about the first time you smoked weed. I'm talking about the first time you got high. And obviously, they're two different times. They're not the same time, right? So talk to me about the first time you got high, Ronnie.
Definitely the euphoric feeling. You're just, I don't know. There's no worries.
Where were you at this time? Where were you in Jersey at a party, or were you still in the? Did you guys make it third round in the back of someone's room with a tin can and it worked out? How did this come about?
I was with Eric.
And now he throws somebody under the bus. See that real quick? All of a sudden, before he was like my boys, my boys, and then all of a sudden it was like I was with Eric. Who? Hey, dog.
Homie Eric.
Oh.
Ronnie, you want to give his last name?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, we were at a balcony.
Okay.
I thought I was doing it wrong too at the same time.
Right.
Obviously, the first experience, you're just like, nothing happened. What are you supposed to feel?
Yeah.
Are we doing this right?
Same thing the girl told me the first time I did it, but it's fine. Yeah, keep going.
Sex.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We're not talking about sex.
Yeah, just at a balcony, relaxing,
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
Nobody.
And you got high.
Yeah.
And okay, there you go. There's the mind. The mind was blown. The ears started twinkling. All of a sudden, like everything felt good. And he said euphoric was the feeling. Dude, how about the first time you got high?
Yeah, so the first time
because I'm assuming that the leaves didn't do it, right? The leaves the first time didn't.
No, sir.
When you were smoking grass? Okay.
Yeah. I call it astroturf.
Okay.
Fake grass.
There you go. All right, so talk to me about your first time, brother.
The first time I legitimately smoked weed was with friend of the show.
Okay.
Chris.
Okay. Shout out, Chris.
Not Sobe, but our Chris.
Right, our Chris, we call him. Yeah, it's a little puppy name we have for him. I understand.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we we didn't have anything to facilitate getting the. Sorry, I'm walking my dog.
I can hear him. I enter Tucky over there. Go ahead.
We didn't have anything to facilitate transferring the smoke to our lungs.
Uh-huh.
So I went and bought a wooden pipe, and it had like a Indian chief on it.
Are you talking like a wooden pipe
And,
like Popeye? Or are you talking like what kind of wooden pipe? Which is like
It was like Popeye, but it was a little skinnier.
Okay.
It wasn't like the big, bulb at the bottom.
Okay. Nice.
And we packed it,
Okay.
we smoked it,
Nice.
and we were unfamiliar with the fact that you should have like a resin catcher, a screen of some
Oh.
sort. And so we're sitting on his balcony,
Uh-huh.
smoking out of this wooden pipe, and then we both look at each other and we have resin on our lips, and we're like, "Dude, are we just high, or are your lips black?"
Oh, that's funny.
We had no idea, what to expect.
Right.
And we both got really high, and it was fantastic. And we went to Angelo's and spent way too much money on cheeseburgers.
Very nice. Wow. And
And
so,
then I've never used that wooden pipe again.
do you still have it?
No,
Oh.
I did keep it for a while as like a keepsake, and then
Absolutely.
I just got over it.
Yeah, you should have kept. I would have smoked out of it. My first experience, man, was I did one. We did the I did the swine flu one, which was horrible. Didn't get high at all. After that, I was at a
What
party.
were we using on the swine flu one? Was it a joint,
Bong.
a blunt, a pipe,
Bong.
a bong?
Yeah, that's why everybody got swine flu. So it's fine. Thank you, swine flu. So there was a swine flu one for me, and then after that, there was like a party I was at, and I tried it again, nothing. And then I was at another party, and it was a 4-foot bong. And I had complained to the guy next to me, "Hey man, what? I have smoked weed 3 times." And
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me that I had a time before with Chris, so I'll come back to that when you're
Mark's show, minute 47. Okay, good. So anyways, I had complained to the guy, I can't get high. I've done it before. I've done it 3 times. I'm not getting high. Okay. And he's like, okay, I got a 4-foot bong. It'll do the trick. I was like, okay, fine. And again, I'm being led to the wall. Listen, come over here. All right. He gives me a 101 speech. He's like, hey, you're not going to die. That's like how he starts it off.
I promise you.
Yeah, that's the first thing he says. First thing he tell you, you're not gonna die. I'm like, well, fuck you. I've already done it 2 times. Didn't even get high, so we're good. Like I'm okay. I'm entrusting him waters. I was like, good. You're not gonna die. Okay. Second of all, nobody's ever died from smoking weed. I was like, why are we still in this conversation? Why are we still in the subject? Then he pulls out the 4-foot bong. Right? I'm like, okay, that looks serious. We could probably.
Now I understand.
Yeah, I understand the the complications right here. Okay, fine. So he shows me, he says, I'm gonna light the bong, and then you're gonna suck it out, and you're gonna hold it in as long as you can. Okay? And then when you can't, just let it go, and that'll be that. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the 101. Okay? Okay.
How long did you hold it in?
Well, dude, if you know something about me, I sing, and so I'm holding my breath in. I can do it for quite a while. Not a big deal. Just boom, and that was it. Debo's legs went out. Knees just did willy, right? And I went and sat in the corner and giggled for the next 2 hours, I think, straight. And I was high for the first time. However, the cops did get called that night because of Debo, and I probably should apologize to Moreno Valley PD and the neighbor. Shout out neighbor, shout out Moreno Valley PD, who showed up at the door at a friend of ours' house. The guy who answers the door is Asian, and I'll tell you why that makes sense in a second.
Why did the cops get called?
Well, so the cops say, excuse me, sir, yes, we've gotten reports of someone saying niggers and shanks really, really loud.
jeez.
So we would just like, if we could just have the racial slurs calm down. So here's me in the backyard doing Dave Chappelle. Niggers and shanks. Oh, y'all fucking go back to Africa. That's me in the backyard. As you know, Debo, I'm loud, okay? I'm about as loud as could be. But I'm doing Dave Chappelle, my impression of Dave Chappelle in the backyard, as loud as possible. Here goes the Asian guy who walks up to the door of the cops. And he's like, excuse me, we have some complaints. of racial slurs being just if we could just stop the racial. But the guy in the back who's doing it is black. It's fine, and he couldn't quite figure it out. But anyways, we stopped the racial slurs at that moment. That was my first time I ever got high. That was my first high experience. Is quoting Dave Chappelle, top of my lungs, cops get called. That's me. Okay, first time, try it, swine flu. Second time, high it, cops called Dave Chappelle. Negatives or checks. Okay.
I can't believe you still smoke weed.
Yeah, no, I mean it's something to do. So these are the first times, and gentlemen, I explained the first times. I'd like to talk about the first times. They all have an interesting twist to them. They're all not necessarily what you may call the experience you were hoping for. But we come back, kind of like alcohol, kind of like other things. We do come back to weed because we find out that it's a really fun thing to do. It's kind of a relaxing, interesting drug that'll do some fun things to you. But in this day where a lot of people are trying, they're coming to it. Okay, they're having our experiences right now, but in their own way. The one thing I get from people, guys, and I just want to help this out, and then we'll move to our legal battle that we're going to have, is when they smoke weed for the first time, or did we get it? Did we turn our? Okay, we're good. Okay, is we get our
Roadshow.
Yeah, they get anxiety. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about weed, and I want to talk about anxiety, and I want to talk about let's call it the wrong rabbit hole or bad feelings, however you want to describe these things. Paranoia. Thank you. When you get high, because I feel, and you guys can tell me where I'm wrong on this, because I'm probably wrong somewhere, that those who are smoking weed for the first time, second time, third time in their life, and then they have bad experiences, have been put into bad experiences by usually other people or themselves and decided to do something in a bad situation. Let's just say if you're going to go swimming, bring a swimming suit. Otherwise, you might feel naked. You might feel a little awkward being around people, being the only one skinny dipping, but hey, you can still go swimming. And I feel a lot of people when they go
I hear
swimming.
Flo Montana made that mistake this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what he wore? He wore Speedos, bro, and he forgot that he was a full trunks guy. All right, I'm just being honest. Maybe an elephant. I lied. So the people that are having they're called the bad trips. The I can't. Have you heard, Ronnie? Have you ever heard this weed? This weed. You ever heard this comment? I can't smoke weed. Have you ever heard someone tell you that when you're like, hey, you smoke? Like, no, I can't. It screws with me. I can't smoke weed. Has anyone ever told you that, Ronnie?
No.
Oh wow.
Mostly it's like their choice. It's not like they had a bad experience or anything. They don't smoke.
They just
Can I tell you who doesn't, and you're going to be surprised?
Okay.
Cowboy.
What about the cowboy?
Cowboy does not like to smoke weed.
Because him and weed don't get along?
Because him and weed do not get along. He has tried and regularly, not anymore, but for a large part of his life, regularly did many other things.
Sure.
But he does not like the reaction he gets from marijuana.
That doesn't necessarily surprise me thinking about the cowboy in reality.
Okay, good.
That doesn't necessarily, I mean, I get it. But let me ask you this question about the cowboy. If you sat down with the cowboy and could get through, it's two different things there, okay? If you sat down with a cowboy and could get through, could you get him high without him thinking he probably had a bad experience?
No. I think he would, if I pushed it, I think he would smoke.
Sure.
Assuming we were, in the comfort of his own home or something like that. But it would not, I do not think he would enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
And he is not an enjoyable person to be around when he is not in a good headspace.
Okay, all right. And again, but see, I feel like we're describing more of a type of person than the ability to get high off of weed.
Right.
Because we both know the cowboy. Nobody else knows the cowboy, right? And the reason why we even use the word cowboy to describe this man is because he's stubborn, and it's a different kind of stubborn. It's a cowboy stubborn, right? And we're not saying anything bad about him. We're just talking about who he is as a person. And I believe that has something to do with the type of person who says I can't get high, and I won't get high, or I can't let go enough and the anxiety is real. And that's the pools that I feel folks are in their first high experiences. I mean, again, I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong, but it's where I'm at. I'll let Dude have the final word. G, you've presided over this, Your Honor, the entire time. What are your thoughts in the corner of paranoia and weed, and it being more of a personality or yet idea than an actuality? You can get high if you want to get high.
It's a personality when it comes to getting high. If you want to, you will. If you don't, you probably won't.
I believe there's a lot of truth in that. Spoken well. G, Dude, take the last word.
I'm going to take the last word to tell you about the actual first marijuana smoking.
Oh, there we
experience
go.
when I
I'll
got
take
high.
that. There you go. Nice.
I was in college, freshman year, and still thinking I was going to be a professional athlete at this time, so I was trying to avoid it. Yet again, I was trying to impress a woman. I was at a college party.
Shocker.
And the reason your story reminded me of this is that they had a 4-foot bong sitting on top of a table in the dining room.
Hold on,
of this
time out.
house.
Did you just walk in the house? There's a 4-foot bong sitting right there?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
all right, okay.
So I walk in.
It's
the
totally
house
normal.
And there's a
It's totally
pool
normal.
table.
Okay. That's normal.
And then I go into the next room and there's a 4-foot bong sitting on the table.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to hang out and play pool because I'm going to be a professional athlete and I don't want to get caught up with drugs. I just say no.
There you go.
And then I start talking to this woman and she's like, hey, I'm going to go smoke weed. Do you want to go over there? I was like, yeah, kind of do now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at you.
And so I go over there and she hits it and fills the chamber. It's complete white smoke, inhales it, no problem, blows it out, no problem. And I'm like, oh, all right, this looks easy. And so they're like, you want to hit? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll do that. Yeah, I'm cool. I can do it. But I don't really know how. I usually smoke, out of a pipe. So I'm not, this is a different contraption to me.
Right.
Like, don't worry about it. Just put your mouth on it.
Huh?
We'll light it.
Okay.
We'll pull the bowl,
Nice.
and all you have to do is inhale.
No, okay,
I was
good.
like, oh, that makes it easy. Yeah,
There you
this is
go.
great. Yeah, totally.
Much better.
So I put my mouth on it. I inhale, and they're like, keep going. You got to fill it up. And I'm like, well, I just watched her fill it up, so of course, obviously, I got to fill it up. And so I fill it up, and then as we get to the point where I'm ready to inhale, something happens, and I'm distracted. So I look away, and I don't realize that they pull the bowl. And so I think I'm doing one more big inhale as prep, but instead all the smoke went into my lungs.
Oh.
And I was unprepared for this.
Ready
to go live.
That's right.
And I coughed it all back down through the chamber,
no.
and it shot the bong water up out of the downstem onto this picture they had hanging on the wall.
Come on!
And immediately, obviously, the mood changes. And everybody's fucking pissed at this rookie.
Who the fuck brought this guy?
I know 3 people at this party.
Oh my God.
None of the people I'm smoking weed with
Oh
I
my
know. And so immediately I feel like I need to remove myself from this situation. So I go to the pool table where my uncle happens to be.
Oh, very nice. Good choice.
And I
Good
say,
choice.
hey, James, we got to get out of here.
You gotta go, bro.
Here's the story of what just happened. And
Yeah.
he looks and sees a mob forming.
Oh Lord.
And he's like, yeah, let's just go.
We should just leave. We should just leave.
So we fled the scene.
That's how you got high?
That's how I got, and then I was high as shit the rest of the
bet you
night.
were.
And James
you
doesn't
were.
smoke weed, so he couldn't provide any guidance.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm just scared and high.
Oh my gosh.
That's too
with,
funny.
with pure anxiety, I'm sure.
Just
Oh yeah.
anxiety at level 10.
Oh my God. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So I ask you, so why do you smoke weed then? I don't understand. It sounds to me like I would stop at this point.
That was the last time for several years.
Wow.
Until the pipe story that I told you with the wooden pipe. And then it was a much calmer environment. I felt like I was more in control of doing it, and I was doing it on my terms. I wasn't doing it to impress anyone.
Right.
I was doing it with a person I trusted,
Right.
who had experience, albeit not a lot, but more than I did.
That's all you need.
So it just, once it felt like I was more in control of it at that time.
Huh. Well, we're going to take a quick turn from the 101s, and we're going to slide into the legality of weed. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about where it is and where it isn't legal. And let's go to the East Coast. Let's go to the East Coast first. We're on the West Coast, and the West Coast, you know what it's like. On the East Coast, Ronnie, in New Jersey, are you able to take a piece of bud? I want to get my terms right. Some tree. All right, you ready to get on the bark? Are you able to grab that and smoke
I'm gonna
that?
say that from now on.
What, the bark? Some tree bark?
Let's get on that bark.
Let's get on that bark, son. And are you able to smoke a joint in the middle of the street in your front yard? Is that a thing? Can you do that? Does not happen? Does it happen? What's that?
Is he in the middle of the street or is he in his front
In
yard?
his front yard.
It's
In his
different.
front yard. In his front yard.
All right.
Can you smoke a joint legally in Jersey? Is that a thing or not?
No.
So hard
Right
no.
now-
Right now, hard no.
Hard no.
Hard
I
no.
feel the only thing that we recently just passed in New Jersey is the legalization of it,
Okay.
but that's it. They don't even have recreational use, but there's no shops open.
So I'll give you some
So is
good-
it medicinal?
Yeah,
or
it's
is it
medicinal for
is
now.
it just decriminalized recreational?
decriminalized recreational?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but, like,
So if you're decriminalized recreational, I just want to give you some hope, bro. Around the corner, it's going to be on the corner. Okay, I just want to give you some hope.
Right.
We saw what happened in Colorado. California was like the second, and it bloomed here, brother. The buds.
Shout out Oregon.
Shout out Oregon, right? I'm gonna let you know, Ronnie. It's in the near future. In the near future,
there's hope.
there's hope. I want to give you some sunshine out there in Jersey, okay? But okay, just in the legalities of this, okay? So right now, Ronnie, if I handed you a joint, you'd be like, "Thanks, Dwayne," and you stood in your front yard and you were like, "I want to smoke a joint," and you'd be like, "This is great." And, woo! What's that, Ronnie? You're going to jail, or you're going to ticket, or you're something in your front yard because that's it. It's illegal. That's where you stand right now as far as Jersey, correct?
I guess it's more decriminalized, so you'll still have less of a, like, you're not gonna get thrown in jail,
Okay.
but it's
Ticket?
not fully like
See?
acceptable.
Okay, see, now there we go. See, there's the word. See, you're using a very fancy word called acceptable, and we'll get to that one in a second. G, down there in Norwalk, Long Beach, where we at? Lakewood, there we go. I was close. I was in the vicinity. Over there in Lakewood, if you jump on the street, walking down the street with a pipe, legal or not legal, sir?
I could get weed delivered to my front door.
Legal. Okay. I'm going to slide over to Nevada, Kentucky. Out there, El Dorino, if you were to sit in your pool or in your front yard with a joint and it was lit and you were smoking it, would it be a legal or illegal act?
It would be legal, and in fact, they're in the process of opening up smoking lounges, 420 lounges
There it
on
is.
the strip.
Ronnie's mind is
that's
blown.
awesome.
Ronnie's
Canada has that already.
Yeah. Well, Canada, most other countries have more things legal than us.
Us.
like polygamy.
Well, on
Yes.
part 2 of this episode,
Uh-huh.
When we come back, I hope to get into the timeline of the legalities
Right.
and why
Right.
we're even having this conversation when things like tobacco and alcohol, which
Right.
are much worse for you, are legal and have been legal for our entire lifetime. But we're still fighting this battle with marijuana.
Ooh.
And it goes all the way back to the movie Reefer Madness, which G and I mentioned earlier.
And
So
dude,
stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned
that.
for that, because dude's gonna give us. We didn't have time for this one, but he's got a full report on the timeline of when and why, if you compare weed to alcohol and all the good stuff. So that's going to be a good one, dude. And thanks for that coming up. On this legal precedent where we are now, all right, Ronnie has said some pretty interesting words about it being legal, illegal where he's at, because he said they decriminalized it. But the way you sound, Ronnie, it sounds like it's legal in Jersey, but it just ain't right. Like if someone looks at you, be like, "Bitch, you ain't right." What you
Well,
doing?
the reason they use different words, decriminalized versus legal,
Right.
my understanding anyway, is that if it's decriminalized, you can have it, but it's tricky as to whether or not you can buy it. They don't have shops. Go to your neighborhood weed shop and buy it or have it delivered like G does.
Right. Was that everybody that went out or just me? I don't know. My internet just went all the way out, so I just had to do a reset. Dude, I still have you, by the way. But I didn't
I'm
know.
good.
Okay, I didn't know if you just dropped. I got the black screen.
I am literally getting a low battery notification, so it might have been.
All right.
Oh,
there you
wait,
go.
let me check on that.
All right, we're all checking our phones. What is this again? Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so dude, so I missed a little bit about where you were going with the legal battles.
So in short, decriminalization, you can possess it without it being a criminal offense,
Yeah.
but it's tricky as to whether or not you can buy it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Legal for recreational purposes, you can just go buy it and nobody's got a problem with it.
Got it. So at this point, like we said, so then you could have it on your person, right, in Jersey, right? So gummies in your pocket, but
at your home, you can't be going out and about with it.
right. Okay, see, that's a
It's
huge
still
thing.
illegal that way.
Okay, that makes sense. And for us here in California, that was it was a slow change, and then it was a full change, right? I mean, it was like it was legal, and then now it's everywhere, and then it was like you could just smell it wherever you go. I mean, it was just like it was a very, very, like where are we at? We're here.
Like Montezuma's Revenge, when you're going up, click, click, click,
Yeah.
click, click, and then zoom all the way down.
Exactly.
We had a long click up period. Like maybe it's going to be legal, recreational, decriminalized. Now you can fucking buy it anywhere, get it delivered like pizza.
Yeah.
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 So the other thing is that
You got more weed smoke in the air than smog now.
well, if you have the weed and you bought it from someplace,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get home was where they always caught you.
Right.
Where they always caught you
Because-
on the bus? How did they catch you?
They could catch you. They could pull you over.
They're
used to
pulling
hang
over the
out
whole bus just for G.
just to get you out and say you under arrest for possession of narcotics.
I got you.
Even though you weren't doing nothing with it,
Uh-huh.
it could be still a sealed bag,
Yeah.
but you be under arrest for the possession of narcotics and suspicion of selling and the illegal transport of narcotics.
You see?
In
So when we made it
our
legal in California, it took all that away.
lifetime,
In our lifetime, what is that, dude?
in
dude.
our lifetime, it was if you had one seed,
Mhm.
one seed was a felony offense punishable by up to 25 years in jail. And now they're opening smoking lounges on the strip.
Yeah. The legal, yeah. I mean, so, dude, I really can't wait for the next segment because we're going to find out why it's illegal. We really haven't answered that question now. We don't want to talk about why it's illegal. But the laws are changing, okay? The laws are really getting into an interesting battle. We're all having an interesting battle with legally. Ronnie doesn't even know if he can smoke, okay? But it's legal. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting for a while. I'm interested to see it, to your other point, dude, if it's legal, will more people smoke it? Because I think that's where it's going to go. That's where I think we're going to end up.
Let's see, the country can't make it legal until there's scientific research done on what happens with marijuana. And because it's a level 2 narcotic, they can't do any scientific research to come up with data to show that marijuana isn't as hazardous.
Oh, they can call me. I've done plenty of research.
But that's like
Sign
the
me
law
up.
can't change. As a nation, we can't change the law until there's research to back everyone saying that it's not a hazardous narcotic.
I'm
but
with
they
you.
can't do any research because it's a level 2 narcotic.
More on that on episode 2.
Yeah, I think it's changing. This is the real. All right, dude. It's time for you to give us "It's lit" or "What are you smoking?" Ronnie, at this portion, real quick, we're just gonna play a quick game. It's lit or what are you smoking? All right. So, dude has. Well, dude, I'll let you go ahead and explain it.
I've got a list of 10 names, strains of weed. So, you know, there's sativa, indica, and hybrid.
Right.
But then as these growers grow them, then they name them. So you might buy something called sour diesel. which
Sour
happens to be my favorite.
diesel.
And so I'm going to give you names like sour diesel. And if you think it's a real name of a strain of marijuana, then you say it's lit. And if you think I made it up, then you say, what are you smoking?
Fair? That makes sense?
Yep.
G, you going to get on this episode?
If you want me to.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You
And
know,
somebody else is going to have to keep score because I got a road game.
All right, it's all good. I got Ronnie. Could you keep score? G's going to play this one. We got 3 players. Go for it, dude.
All right.
All right. First one out of the 10, real or made up, it's lit, or what are you smoking? Charlotte's Web.
It's lit.
Damn, Ronnie answered that with confidence, bro.
Wow.
That
We
is
didn't even
a.
tell him it was his turn. He's like, I'm smoking.
He's like, it's lit. I mean, I lit it. I mean, it's lit.
I lit it accidentally.
Hey.
For my cat.
All right.
Quick
There you
draw. Quick draw. There, Chief. Quick draw. Bang, bang. We got a.
Math.
Okay, there we go. G's on the it's lit. I'm going to go ahead and play the board. It's lit, dude.
It is lit.
There you go.
Obviously, Ronnie already lit it.
I mean, I wasn't going to. I mean, if that man was coming out so quick, he was like, it's lit. I was like, me too. Pass it, bro. Let's go.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah, what are we even doing here, bro?
Number 2. And Ronnie, you can go first since you obviously know all these. Number 2, Thin Mints. Thin Mints.
Thin mints. Ronnie, you're up.
It's lit.
Okay. Ronnie, it's lit. G.
What are you smoking?
Okay.
Sound as confident.
He was a little slower on the yeah. Mm-hmm. I appreciate. Yes, he's not, but he could be just slow playing it. I'm gonna go with Ronnie on the East Coast. There, it's lit. I'm gonna go with lit.
What are you smoking?
Boo, Ronnie. I put my confidence in you, and you failed me.
That's
Yeah.
And now I would like to preface this. My apologies if there are any of these actual ones that I thought I made up, but I pulled up an extensive list and I didn't see them there.
Well, there you have it. I mean, all you can do is what you can do is what you can do. You know, we won't. You know what you could just say? Say you got high, and then it's fine. I think those will forgive you.
Because I got high.
There you go.
because I got high.
I was gonna do
All right,
Devo.
number 3.
Very nice.
Number 3.
Uh-huh.
We are going to go with raspberry bubblegum.
Is that what we're gonna go with?
Raspberry bubblegum.
Okay. Oh, G steps out. It's lit. I'll let Ronnie off the hook for one of the first trials and say that it is. What are you smoking? And what do you got there, Ronnie?
What are you smoking?
Okay.
It is. What are you smoking?
What are you smoking, bro? What is it called? What is it called?
Raspberry.
Raspberry
bubblegum.
bubblegum.
Come on. Come on. Come on, bro.
I have a
Come on,
bubble
bro.
cup in my drawer.
Come on, bro.
G got it delivered this morning. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you mean.
Bro, that's actual raspberry bubble gum. Okay, I don't want you to smoke it. All right.
It better fit into my little vape pen. That's all I know.
There you go.
You're gonna clog up your cartridge.
Yeah, seriously, bro. Ease up on the pen.
Number 4.
There you go. Nice
Number
job.
4.
Nice job.
Willie Nelson.
Oh, that has to be lit.
Context clues.
Willie Nelson.
He's grandfathered in.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you have a good
We know
point.
Willie Nelson is lit, but is
Yeah.
it an actual strain?
that's right. There you go.
It better be.
What What do you got there, Ronnie? Chief Chronicles. How do I say that?
Chef Chronicles.
Chef Chronicles. There you go. I thought it was Chief.
It's
Chief.
For the purpose.
What was the purpose? We missed the purpose.
Oh, I love cooking. I'm a cook.
This is this conversation.
Don't
wanna
mind.
make
Don't mind,
edibles.
Ronnie. It's dude having
I
a.
feel like it should be Chief Ron.
Yeah, thank you, dude. That took an hour. He's got when he goes roadshow, when his thing goes out, he just comes out a little bit of time. It's hilarious as hell, and we make fun of it forever. But me and G are the only ones that get to enjoy it. You get to enjoy that one, Ronnie. I understand the Chef Chronicles. That makes sense. But yes, dude, like you tried to say, I'll help you out. It should be Chief for this one, Chief. It's lit. Or what are you smoking? What was it? El Dorito? Not bubblegum.
Willie Nelson.
Thank you.
Willie Nelson.
You're up,
I'm gonna go
Ronnie.
with It's Lit.
It's lit. I'm going to what are you smoking because Willie Nelson wouldn't apply himself that hard to make a weed. And if someone came to Willie and was like, Willie, we're gonna make a weed after you, Willie'd be like, nah, bro. Like I don't even get into the corporate stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna go. What are you smoking?
It is lit.
Willie,
Willie
you let me down. You know, you can't.
Willie Nelson.
You know, if you can't count on Willie, who can you count on? You know, that's what I just don't.
Man was in a weed movie.
I mean, I got what. It's fine. Who knew he would go capitalism? All right, dude, where we at?
I believe we're on number 5.
Very nice.
Five.
Very nice. Ronnie, you were supposed to be keeping score.
Yeah.
And
3-2.
what does 3-2 mean?
3 for me, 3
Uh-huh.
for G,
Uh-huh.
2 for you.
I don't like your scorekeeping, Ronnie, but that's fine. We're gonna let you keep score.
Funny
That's
how
fine.
he's keeping score
Yeah.
and he's winning.
You know what? He's tied actually with G, but he's making
tied.
me lose.
I'm tied with G.
Yeah, so I don't.
It was Willie Nelson that got it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Willie Nelson will get you every time.
Gosh, I hope so.
All right, number 5.
Number
No.
5. Number
No,
right?
6.
5.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, 6.
Number 6.
Okay, 6.
Sure. Number 6. Strawberry cough. We had raspberry bubblegum earlier. Now we bring you strawberry cough.
I mean, if you put cough in the name, shame on you. So what are you smoking? If you put cough in your weed name, shame on you. So I say, what are you smoking?
I'll say
Especially
what he's
in
smoking.
COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you
Hopefully it was
smoking?
named
I'm
before
with
the
it.
pandemic.
Before COVID.
The G sounded like he was going, what are you smoking?
What are you smoking?
Yeah, I say, what are you smoking?
I'm gonna go with It's Lit.
Oh, fucking
Ronnie playing the game.
playing
like
the game
Price
over
is
here.
Right.
Playing, what was the price is right? Yeah, there you go. And 50 cents, please.
What was the last bid?
Yeah.
1 cent.
2101, Tom. Here you go. I don't know who's hosting these days. All right,
It
dude.
is lit.
What?
It's lit.
Boo!
Dan Debo
It's lit.
is
All right,
based
4.
on Truven.
4, 3,
Only
2,
the facts
let's go.
have been changed.
There you go. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah.
My bubble gum wasn't there, but strawberry cough is there.
Strawberry
Like, what is
cough?
this about?
Yeah, man.
Do they only make that in Jersey? What do they do? What is this?
Yeah, it probably
It's gotta be an East Coast thing.
Gotta be an East Coast thing.
It's the only thing they've legalized.
Ooh, isn't it nice?
It's
It's so sexy when he does it. So sexy when he does it.
Jersey.
Watch, he goes back. I'll bring it back. There it goes. All right. Where else we at, dude? I think we're at number 7.
Number 7.
And Ronnie, you got the score. Did I think I lost that one too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
We
4,
both did.
3, and 2 still.
4-3-2 still. I don't appreciate that. Go ahead. Duder, still. I got your still, bro.
Number 7, Bill Murray OG. Bill Murray OG.
You gotta respect Bill Murray too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Bill's too height strong.
I'm gonna go ahead and put in.
What are you smoking?
You got the what are you smoking? I'm gonna go ahead and put in. What does it mean if dude made it up? This what are you smoking?
What
I
are
want to
you
put in a what are you smoking? But nice job. But that's
What are
what
you smoking?
I put in a what are you smoking? But nice job. That's what I want to put in there.
Well, Chief.
Mr. Cookie Rodix.
I will go with It's Lit.
Price is right.
Yeah, he's playing the game to win.
Yeah, I see
Gotta
that.
respect.
I respect it. Yeah. What's up?
Are all the answers locked
Oh,
in?
we're all
Yes.
locked in, Chief.
What are you smoking?
Yeah.
Bill
There
Murray
you go.
OG.
Nice job, though. But I gotta be honest, from the heart, man. Nice job. Bill Murray,
Murray's
OG.
high strung.
That's some man.
Four,
I would smoke that now. You don't even know. Give me some Bill Murray OG. Man.
Somebody make that, please. If you're listening and you're involved in the naming of these.
Oh, Bill Murray OG. All right, I think this is number 8.
8.
Number 8.
We finally took Ronnie back a little bit. We pushed Ronnie back a little bit off. He held with a 4. I think G stepped up to 4. No, is that right?
Oh yeah, can we get a score
4-3.
update?
Yeah.
Score
4-4-3.
4-4-3.
Debo still pulling in the rear?
Yes, sir. All day.
Okay. All right. Number 8. Number 8. Let me find my list here. Number 8. Durban Poison. Durban Poison.
Poison.
Ronnie got a really good smile on his face when you said Durban Poison, so
It's lit.
he said it's lit.
I'm gonna follow him.
I'm not gonna mess with him. I'm
I've
gonna
been
say
smoking that with my Willie Nelson all day.
yeah. I'm going. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, like, I would have went, but no, it's lit. Obviously, compared to Ronnie's face, poker face, bro. Poker face.
I'm going with this lit too.
Yeah.
I saw his face.
Poker face, Ronnie. Poker face, bro.
I got to start picking some names that Ronnie doesn't recognize.
Exactly.
That is lit.
That is lit for sure. I would have totally
Yeah.
said, "What are you smoking, son?"
He
But
was quite happy when he heard it.
sure was. He was like, "Got some?"
Jersey has
I
none.
had never heard of that one, so I thought
I
it'd be a
haven't
good
either.
one.
How is that? What was it called again? There, dude.
Urban.
Durban Poison.
How is that? How is that, Ronnie?
Pretty good. They
Okay.
got me really good.
Based off his smile, I think it's pretty damn.
Exactly. That's what I'm at. I know. It's like a weed smile when you go. You're like, oh, really? Oh.
Probably
If
like a
I
good
smoked
memory.
weed that
That
was
was a
so
good
good
memory
that
right
I
there.
automatically smiled as soon as someone said the name,
Right.
like I'd probably be buying that all the time.
Sounds good. Number 9.
Number 9. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop, come on, man. It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit.
See, Ronnie shook his head. He's like, yeah, I'm just following G. It's lit. I'm going Price is Right. Sorry. What are you smoking? What are you smoking?
Are you one behind? Will this catch you up?
Yes, it will.
It will.
It's lit, yeah.
And this is what, number 8?
Number 8.
9.
9.
Number 9.
9.
Oh, so we'll be tied going into the grand finale?
Yes, we will, sir.
It's a
What are you smoking?
What are you smoking? There's no Snoop Dogg, guys.
Willie Nelson got
No.
weed.
No,
and
no Snoop Dogg.
Don't. That's
Snoop-
like saying Tupac ain't got no weed.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why Snoop ain't got no weed. Cause Snoop ain't something enough to be. I'm gonna put my name on it. I'm gonna just sell it. Okay, I'm gonna just own the stores, baby.
Could you imagine how much weed he would sell with his name?
I mean, probably a lot of weed. Probably him.
I buy it at least once.
I'll buy it twice.
Me too.
Exactly. Snoop, you need to start selling weed. All right, so that's legit. Am I legit on that?
Yep.
That's
a three-way tie.
Here we go.
We're coming into the finals. Is that what's happening going on here? Oh,
Coming into the final.
finals.
Coming into the final, and I have one extra if you guys are still tied after this.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right, brother. It's all to you.
Number 10. Green Goblin.
Everybody's watching Ronnie. You don't even know. See, Ronnie with the poker face Ronnie. What do I do? What do I do? Okay.
I'm going with this lit.
Okay. Green Goblin. G says it's lit. I'm going to get Ronnie out of the way and say Green Goblin. What are you smoking? I'm going to go ahead and take it.
All right, so whichever one Ronnie picks,
Yeah.
there will be a tie.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
What you smoking?
Ooh, what are you smoking on the Green Goblin? Okay.
Am
All
I
right.
kicked out?
I don't know. Let's see.
You are kicked out. It is. What do you smoke?
Yeah, what are you smoking, son? There we go. All right. It's time. We got the tiebreaker event. Ronnie's coming up with the main lead. And the dude with the last one, El Duderino, you're up.
I am up with the last one. And the last one is... the last one...
Come on, last one.
Is... I'm pulling up my list here. It's hard to do while I'm driving. Bear with me. The last one is Pixie Sticks.
Ooh. Pixie Sticks. G said, "Why am I not in the last round?" That's rude. Pixie Sticks, really good. Either way, I'm going to say nice job because if it wasn't one, it should be one. And I'll take the first lead out. Pixie Sticks, it's lit.
Over to
what are you
Chef
smoking?
Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie plays Price is Right with what are you smoking there, El Duderino?
So this is it.
There you go.
Somebody wins.
That's it.
What are you smoking? Sticks is as made up as Bill Murray.
Oh, Ronnie takes the freaking award. Ronnie takes it all. Ronnie takes the what are you smoking? We're going to have, can we get Ronnie a price pack? Can we get him a special weed price pack? Is that possible? He win with G?
Ronnie, for winning the It's Lit or What Are You Smoking, you get a fabulous trip to
Huh?
the dispensary.
Hey! We like those places. All right.
It's lit.
No expenses paid.
Bet you get high though. It's a good place to be. Well, check it out. Let me start
Here,
off.
I'm gonna give a bonus round to G because he missed out on that one, and I had one
Okay.
more written down.
Okay, fair.
Fair.
G, bonus round. You win absolutely nothing if you get it correct. Towley Kush. Towley
Towley.
Kush.
That has to be lit.
That is so. What are you smoking? Nice job.
That is
Nice job.
completely what are you
What are you
smoking? But I
smoking?
had to get it out
I
because
get
it's such a
my
good one.
Towley weed.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes time to teach my kids about weed, I'm using Tally.
There you go.
100%.
Great example.
I feel like Tally is a good spokesmodel for weed. I feel like he. Okay. Yeah, Tally's a good guy. We like Tally. We're gonna get Tally on the show one day. That'd be nice.
Dude, what
I feel like you threw him.
Debo, what pop culture references like Towley did you have when you were coming up as a young man to look towards as weed examples?
Wow. Weed examples like Tally as far as
Why don't you do you want to do this? Do we all give one on our way out?
there you go. I'll take that one. Because we're walking up to the door as it is. So start with G. G, what do you got? Weed examples like Tally when you were a kid that would have helped you prove the drugs are bad, okay? Or good, depending on who you're talking to.
Rick James.
Ooh, Rick. I can see it.
What do you say?
Rick James.
Rick James.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
It
not a
was
card.
either that or Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
In G's defense, he only had lifelike, characters to look like it. There wasn't cartoons in his age. So
In
Yeah.
G's
Yeah.
defense,
Yeah.
he's older than most vampires.
oh, I hate being called old. Okay,
I
so
love it.
well, G, always a pleasure. Glad the mic's working. Till next time, much love. And by the way, I just wanted to put this on blast. G didn't complain about one thing today. Okay, not one thing. Okay, lights
What a
on.
good day.
Yeah,
What a good day.
I'm trying to say, man. You never know.
It started off at 5 o'clock this morning.
See, there we go. What the fuck was I
I
saying?
went
Here
to
it comes.
psych.
There we go. There we go.
I went to psych.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes because he went to psych this morning, and the psych was like, "You're gonna have a good day," and so he's had a good day ever since. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that guy or girl, whoever she is. All right, so there it is, dude. G. Appreciate you. Slide over here to Ronnie. Ronnie, brother, thank you for coming on the show today.
Having me.
Nah, man, all day. Thanks for chiefing it with us here, Chief. Quick, well, you're about the same age, so I'm assuming a Tally. But weed,
Yeah.
what do you call it? Weed influences as a child. Who were they to you?
I guess cartoon-wise for me would have been maybe Courage the Cowardly Dog. He was definitely on something.
You basically just said this game's like, hey man, this guy, I know this guy was high. I know this guy. You didn't say he
I'm
was
a
high.
kid and I could recognize that this dude is high as fuck.
Man, that's
Yeah.
Can't think of SpongeBob. I'm pretty sure.
SpongeBob was high. I think Patrick was high. I think Patrick was high. I don't know about SpongeBob. SpongeBob was maybe on Molly, but I think.
Patrick was definitely the stoner.
Yeah, I definitely. He was like, he just hung out under a rock, bro. He was like, I'm cool. Don't worry about it. He's like, you want to come out? He's like, nah, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Let's eat. That's all I want. Yeah. So that's. Anyways, Ronnie, man, I can't thank you enough coming on the show, sharing some weed experiences with us, man. There's a part 2 to this weed show that I really hope that we're able to get you back on for as we dive into the different parts of weed. But dude, for Ronnie,
Just text me.
I think dude's low battery finally kicked out. Oh, there he goes. Is he back
I'm
with
back.
us? Oh, there you go, dude. Anything for Ronnie before he gets out of here?
Oh, Chief Ronnie, really appreciate you coming on the show, man. You crushed it today. Hope
Thank
we can
you.
have you back on part 2 when we get into the genesis of the legalities of weed.
Sure.
Well, Ronnie, I'll catch you next time, brother. Take it easy. Peace out.
Shout out to my goddaughter.
Oh man,
Maxwell.
dude, hey, brother, Ronnie, take your time. Hold on, whoa, Ronnie, we give you time. Hold on, Ronnie. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody who's out there, go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead, take your time.
My whole East Coast family, West Coast fam, Maxwell,
ABC, BBD.
Marceline. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
All day, baby. Producer Erica, thank you for the credit right there.
Yeah.
All right, Ronnie. Till next time, there on the East Coast. Smoke that bark.
You already know.
Smoke that bark. Hey, dude. About time to get out of here. I guess I'll give you mine. Mr. Mackey did it early for me. I knew Mr. Mackey smoked weed, but then like he didn't actually say weed. He said weed was bad, but I was like, bro, but you smoke.
Isn't he right? I was gonna say, isn't he the one who says drugs are bad?
Yeah, and you're like, but drug, you smoke weed, so I don't understand what you're talking about. But maybe that's what he meant. Drugs are bad, weed's okay. Maybe he just never finished the statement or something like that. Who else was smoking weed?
How about I got one for you?
Go ahead.
How about Snuffleupagus on Sesame Street?
All day Snuffy snorted, but I mean, Snuffy had some different.
Hi, bird.
Hi, bird. Yeah, all day. Just wanted. Yeah, and Eeyore, although he was just sad. I think he was on other things. No, you know, I wanted to say who smoked without a doubt was the who are those guys? Scooby-Doo, and Shaggy. That just always said smoking to me. That was just me.
You don't talk like that. You're fucking
Dang, he is hung over.
I think
That's
Eeyore was
rough.
just depressed.
There you go. I agree.
Suicidal.
One day, dude, you'll listen to the show and be like, "I'll never go roadshow again." But it's a good song either way. I love it. It's good stuff. Dude, any shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout out Cheech and Chong. Shout out all the cast of the movie Half Baked. And shout out the cast of the movie Dazed and Confused. You guys did a lot for me in my adolescence.
I'd like to shout out HC Click for helping me smoke weed. Shout out weed. And shout out anxiety, because without it, why would I have to smoke weed? So there you go. Dude and Debo 101 on the weed show. We got one more coming back, and I believe we're going to. Did we? No. I believe we're going to Spotify. You'll see us in September. It's been said. G said we're good. So there you go. Dude, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. We'll bring our lawyer next time for the legal discussion.
There it is. And a little bit of T-Pain on top of it. All right, guys. Dude and Debo, till next time. Peace.
T-Pain.
The Dude and Debo is based on true event. Only the facts have been changed.